Okay. So what we are going to do is we want to learn how a project starts. Okay, and then all the different phases in agile methodology, how we go through, and after that how we take that project, all the different life cycles in SDLC, we deliver into production, and we do support, how we create infrastructures, deployments, everything, right? So we have that case study which you guys have been, some of you, into for the selection process. So that was for the invoice management, right? We will take that case study itself as a project, and we will start from the scratch, how a project is started from the scratch. Okay,
Yes, sir.
is the intention or the topic clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So it is like, you think at this moment, okay, there is a discussion between the management or top level management to a customer. Okay, and the customer has a requirement that he wants to do digital transformation for his invoice management. Okay, and that invoice management work is given to us to develop entirely and manage it. Now, initially, what they do is, they will, if the client is little bit tech savvy, okay, they have a tech department, or they know, how application works, and they have already done similar projects. In that case, they themselves prepare a high level requirement. Okay, but if there is no such high level requirement document they are capable of writing, they take help from the IT company itself. So in the IT company, there will be client partner, there will be business analyst or product owners kind of roles, which basically discuss with the client, understand their current system, how it is working. There is a manual system, how it is working. Okay, they prepare two documents. One document, how the current system is, how manually all systems are running. Okay, and the second document is, what is that customer looking for. Okay, and what kind of application they want to build, so that it will achieve not only the existing functionalities, but beyond that, it can support for next couple of decades. Clear on the intention?
Got it.
So let's say
Yes, sir.
we have one Word document, either it is given by the client or our business team has prepared it. Okay, it could be in WordPad or in Confluence document, in any format. It might be a, consisting of diagrams, text, and paragraphs, flows, anything it might require. Okay, so that, let's say we have that document. Now, sometimes what happens is, they will have some imaginary picture, not the document. So right now we don't have the text, but we have to figure out that requirement document. We have to. So they have taken up, so let's say, some reference of invoice which they have, and then they have given that image to us only. Yeah, this is the input, and you have to build all the systems surrounding that image. Okay, so that is our starting point. So that is the input which we have got from the client, and that is your case study, the image which I had shared for the invoice management. Okay, so from that small image, how we can elaborate to a very big application, that is what we are going to go through in this entire exercises. And it will take few months of time to do that. Okay, while we'll be doing this parallelly, you will be continuing your own assignments, and gradually whoever will be eligible to participate in this project, I will pick them up and I will assign some activities to do in this project.
Okay, sir.
This project will be a baseline for you to learn how you can develop one application from the scratch.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So now, Christiana, can you open Christiana? You may play the role of business analyst here.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So open that image which I had shared for case study. You can share your screen. So sometimes what happens is customers themselves will not have enough details or information or any vision how they want to do. They will just put some vague, vision. Okay, it could be vague for us, but they are clear in their vision that what they want to achieve in terms of profit and expenses. Okay, but they don't know how it should look like as an application. Okay. So this is one of the format. They will give some screenshot. They would get it from the other customers or other vendors or from the net, something like that, and they will say that we want something like this. Okay. So let's say this is our requirement. So first thing we do is once that high level requirement is gathered in terms of document or some images, we have to study that requirement. So we will do the complete requirement study for this requirement. What is there in okay, and we will note down what all possible functionalities we need to build on this particular application. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So let's do one thing. You open one text pad side by side and keep this image in one side, left side, and text pad in the right side.
A text pad
or Word file, anything. Okay. So we will develop the requirement, okay, from a business analyst point of view, and people, especially QA guys, also participate in that very actively, because what happens is the person has multiple. Okay, not only the testing, but also business analyst kind of role. You will have more opportunities to get job and better package and the promotion. The reason is a QA person needs to understand the functionalities much more than the developer. That is why they are a quality engineer, because they understand the requirement, not only the positive side of it, but also the negative side of it. That is why they test it very well from all angles and make sure that application is okay. So if you are participating in this business analyst position also, then your understanding of the requirement, how you do analysis and understand the entire system, that will be clear, so that you can test the system very well. Okay. And what happens is, in reality, when any business analyst or scrum master and the QA has the discussion with the product owner, right, and product owner gives an overview of the requirement, or the customer gives overview of the requirement, they are the people who needs to raise hundreds of questions and make sure they are 100% clear on the requirement. The reason is, when developer has the stories, okay, and they start working on the development, they will do their analysis and they will come back with so many questions. And the first level of answers need to be done by the business analyst or scrum master or QA. Because when QA is logging a bug, okay, QA needs to know why it is a bug. Developer might say no, it is as per the requirement. So QA person needs to convince the developer this is the reason that it is a bug. And when it is a bug, it is not as per the specification of the requirement. If something is not specification of the requirement, then it is a bug. And then other than that, when we do the testing and all, there will be some requirement, new enhancements kind of thing, improvement related stuffs come up, that also we write down. Okay. So now what we are going to do is, we will do the thorough analysis of that particular image, and we write down all the bullet points. So your requirement document does not take a shape like very nicely looking in the starting. It will be like just draft version here and there, some text, some diagrams, some questions, some answers. Like it will be in a very mess. Like how we do a discussion if you are working in a company in the room where you have the blackboard, whiteboard, and we discuss in the whiteboard, then you will see a messy diagram and messy text is being thrown here and there. Okay, so whatever thoughts come, we just put in. So that is what is going to happen right now in this document. Whatever points, things, ideas come to our mind, we are going to just note down them. Okay, and then you will see how this document will take a shape gradually in the upcoming weeks into a very nicely looking professional requirement document. Okay, so why I'm telling this? So anybody is writing the requirement, whether it is a test case or you are preparing a presentation for your demo, start just like that. You don't have to think that this should look like this, this information must be there. Okay, you may think those in the background, but you don't have to be discouraged that you can't do it. Anything coming in your mind, just put it in the diagram in the document and then clean it up. 1 round, 2 round, 3 round, as many rounds you need. You until you are satisfied, just keep cleaning up, adding up more information and improvise that particular document. So that is how a document is developed. So like why we call as a software engineer as a developer, Java developer or UI developer, because developer is someone who develops a particular application day by day. It does not come in a single day. So you write a program, first version of program, it will not compile. So many issues. So first you will make sure compilation errors are gone. Once compilation errors are gone, then you will see that, okay, is it meeting your requirements and functionalities are working? Yes, functionalities are working. Then you will see, did you write the best set of code? Did you write a minimum lines of code? Did you use the best data structures, best algorithms, best logics? That is the next level. Once that is done, they will say, is the performance is best? Can the performance be improved? Can the memory utilization can be improved? Then you look from that point of view. Once that is done, then you have to see the security point of view. Is it secured? What are the different ways people can hack this program? They can steal the data. Have I encrypted? So then security points will come. Then afterwards again alert monitoring and all different phases of application comes to picture. So as much deep thought you give on a particular object, right? You can go beyond unlimited, until as long as you have energy, you can keep on improving. There is no end to it. But where we put an end is the budget, customer budget and time. Customers say, I have the budget of 10 lakhs rupees or $1 million. Okay. So within that budget, how much effort we can put? And what is that effort? Effort is nothing but the skilled people and their salary and the expenses which we apply for all the infrastructure. That includes your laptop, your offer letters, your maintenance of HR people, your day to day, if you are visiting office rent, your electricity, your you are using so many office accessories for those costs, right? There is admin department. So including all expenses, you have to minus your salary of the people you have to take. You have to consider the profit of the company, including everything. It decides what is the cost of the project. So if customer is able to bear that project, so that much we do. If we say that, okay, in this invoice management system, we will build two very critical functionalities and others are not mandatory. So first we build those two and we will do the cost estimation and we build that. Once that is done, then if customer is happy, they want to extend, then for the another new features, they have to spend more and we build those features. So how you are getting the trend, how things move?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now let's say, okay, now let's move on. Okay, can you share that image now? Okay, so invoice manage in tax invoice. So you can keep your project name as invoice management, right? So just write down project name invoice management.
Okay. Is there any invoice management?
Yeah, that's fine. That will do. Okay. So go back. So let's see what are the different functionalities are there. So let me call out so that you engage and you try to participate in that. Okay. I will call one by one name. Afrin, say what are the functionalities do you see in this? What are the operations can be done? And uh, Christiana, please note down them. Whatever functionalities she is telling. You can write the email. Uh, do you want to keep the text pad side by side, two screens?
It's here. It's here.
The same screen, half it
Oh,
will show your image and half the text pad.
okay. I don't know.
It's okay. Leave it for now. Okay. Just inspect this image first. So just call out first, then we'll write down.
Okay, sir.
Afrin, call out what are the features are there.
Feature in the sense are test cases.
Not test cases. Functionality. So who needs in a tax invoice? Who needs this? Have you seen any real-time tax invoice?
No, sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then go to the text pad. I will call the other person. Who has seen tax invoice?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell me, what are the functionalities would be there in a tax invoice or tax management system?
I mean, the name and all the categories, tax invoices, and what percentage we are having, the cost of total cost.
Mhm.
I mean, the columns need to be filled on the what are the things.
Mhm.
So that will be stored in a time. So the name of the file, invoice number,
Hmm.
and logo,
Hmm.
and also.
Yeah, so let me categorize the thought process. Okay, so when you are doing the requirement analysis, no? So you need to look at from a different angles point of view. Okay, so that is where it was required or for an architect, because actually architects will be a part of this discussion. So if you remember that day I shared in the initial classes, so I had given an activity for architectural presentation on different types of architectures, judgment architecture, 4+1 view architecture, right? You remember, Shoaib?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We
So
discussed.
in those architectures, they show you how basically you look at the problems from different angles. Okay. So let's say invoice management system is there. First, we will see who are the users of an invoice system. So can you write users?
Okay.
Next line you say users colon. So who are the users of or customers of invoice management system? Just think and then write down. Team, tell.
Team? I didn't get that.
I am asking when there is an invoice, okay, who are the customers or users of that invoice? Can you think through?
The people using the service of the company.
So let's say when you order something, okay,
Sir, customer and a buyer. Sorry, buyer and a manufacturer.
yeah. So basically, let's say how the invoice works, right? So let's say you want to purchase 10 laptops, okay? So you will order that company. That company will note down all the different items you need. So let's say 10 laptops, and then there are configurations you want. Okay. Then what is the price of those? Okay. Then laptop will not. It is not a, like grocery shop or in a fast food that you pay and take the item immediately. Okay. There you don't need invoice. But in the transactions like this where you have to order, after that they will make the order, they may manufacture also, sometimes they may need to get it from the warehouse and ship it to you. In those cases what they will do is they will take the quotation, order from you. They will make a quotation that, okay, these items cost this much, and they will take an agreement from you that yes, you are ready and you are to pay that amount. Then they will create one tax invoice, and that invoice, it will be mentioned the list of all items, and then price of those, the related taxes, then total amount. Okay, and then when you are placing the order, you may give some advance also. So you, after you give the advance, then only they will raise the tax invoice, or they will basically generate their internal order for manufacturing the item or shipping the item to you. Okay, so that tax invoice requirement, who are the user? So user is definitely the person who is selling, that is the seller. It could be seller or manufacturer. Is that clear? Who gives the
Yes, sir.
invoice? The seller is giving the
Manufacturer and
invoice.
seller. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Seller and manufacturer.
Seller or
In
service
Flip,
provider, basically.
yes, sir. In Flipkart also, if you buy some product, means there will be generate one invoice for that one.
Correct.
Yes.
And when they are delivering, they are handing over that invoice to you.
Yes, to sign the
They ask you
product
to
that
sign
you
also.
got. Yes, yes, yes.
Right. So seller or the buyer. So that is the who creates the tax invoice. But whom they will give that invoice? To the customer who is buying it. So that is the buyers or the customer. Okay. So seller or the manufacturer or vendor, you can say. There are different terms you can go. Seller, manufacturer, vendor. Okay, it could be organization. And who is whom they will give that tax invoice? To the buyers. Buyers,
Yes.
customer,
Customers.
and customer also can be an organization. So now you see in this, you write it separately. Seller, manufacturer, vendor, and organization is a single term. That is the party who creates the invoice. Then comma customer comma slash buyers. So just distinguish between these two sets of users, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So based on these two users, they will have different permission and roles into the system, because the only seller can create the invoice, not the buyer, right? Buyer
Yes,
can
sir.
only view the invoice.
Yes,
Like
sir.
when you log into Flipkart or Amazon, you will see the invoice, but you cannot create or edit the invoice.
Yes, sir.
So all CRUD operations can be done by the seller, but customer can do only view of the invoice, view and
Yes.
download. Clear? So this is where your roles and permissions will come to pictures. Now you relate to your applications. So when you have that identity service and you are logging in as a user, you may log in as a buyer or seller. And then for that buyer or seller, what kind of roles and permissions will be there, that you have to encapsulate in your token. So you are logging in and you are getting a token, and that is the token is going to drive all these functionalities. So you see the value of that token. It's not about just login, but it basically helps you to manage the entire application, entire workflow based on the users. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So like this, different roles will be created. So now let's see, as a buyer, what are the things I can. Okay, so below you write functionalities of a buyer. Then we will write 1, 2, 3, 4. What are the functionalities of a buyer? Then we'll write functionalities of a seller. 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Okay. So first let's write for the seller, and then we will write for buyer. So seller, what he can do? Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4 like that you write. 1. Come down. You say 1. Okay, create invoice. Yeah, enter. Edit invoice. Save. Send invoice. Then after sending the invoice, then it will be like, download invoice. View list of invoices. And search invoices by company or customer. Then similarly search invoices by date range. Archive invoice. Okay. So now, like that, there will be many functionalities. Okay. Now I want to give you the exercise to you. Okay. This was the flow, how you need to start developing the requirement. Okay. So inside this application, there are like that, there are so many other things. Okay. So what exercise I want you all to do is, okay, do some research in the system and in Google or YouTube or anywhere. What are the different functionalities one invoice system should have or have? Check it. Use your Chat GPT also. Chat GPT and Bard will give you a good information. It is just within 2 minutes you will come to know all things. Okay, do a study of it, and then after 2-3 hours meet together, maybe at 5 o'clock. Then how I was leading this. Okay, Christian, I want you to lead. Okay, and then not only you give your input or whatever informations you have, you add it, and also let other give their views and come up with a your own points. You can have it in a text pad, wordpad, anywhere. Okay? Share it, and then whatever common points will come together, whatever unique points will come together. Okay, assemble them and then put it in this document.
Okay, sir.
So let's spend around 2 hours on this from now, and maybe on 5 o'clock you guys meet and then prepare the document, and then I will review it tomorrow. And I will tell you so I'm going to take you through the entire project life cycle in the 6 months of duration. Okay. So while you are doing your exercises for other components and microservices or DevOps and all, you will see how a real-time project will work. And this is what is going to help you whenever you go to any organization to work. This is where you will be able to answer all real-time questions. See, by hearting the concepts and answering is one thing, but any interviewer will easily understand whether you have a real-time experience or not by asking few questions. Okay, so participate in these things and then you see the magic.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, any question, anything in your mind you want to ask me?
Yeah, the mobile version of the invoice you asked me to create, can I show you now?
Mobile version of the invoice. Yeah, let's do it. So you have completed that, is it?